Hello everyone, Mrs. Hartman here to go over some EOC facts and information for you. This video is meant for anybody who is proctoring the EOC, and this should be used in conjunction with the manual that you all will be provided. Just a reminder, here is our testing schedule for this year. We will be on block schedule for a portion, and then just note that the last few days here when Algebra 2 is testing, we will be on a regular schedule. If you're testing, you will eat the first lunch shift A. Also, the 8th hours, as you see a few times, that will be kind of like a bulldog time, and we will send out some more information on that once we get closer to the date. So the first thing in your manual, check on page 3, just some things to kind of go through, and it's a checklist for you guys. Please do make sure you go through that testing manual. There's information about test security and preparing a conducive environment for your students during testing that will need to be reviewed. Please cover any posters in your room that are related to curriculum. There should be a sign out on your door that says testing do not disturb. We will provide those signs for you guys during your training. And just, make sure that all the Chromebooks have been charged or are plugged in before testing so we don't have any technology issues during testing. And go around, make sure your students have a clear desk before testing. Students should be told when entering the room to ensure that cell phones are not allowed during testing. And just really, the testing environment is something that's, really important here. Some of our students do get nervous for taking tests. And so, kind of keep that in mind to have, a positive atmosphere in your classroom and make sure the seating is separated from each other and just, be out there and welcome those kids coming in. The student test login information before testing day, well before testing day, make sure that you guys go through your login tickets and make sure you have the correct students for each session. And you should also have the access codes for all of your testing sessions. If you happen to be missing any students or if you have any extra student tickets, please notify Tracy Fields so we can get the correct information for you guys. The instructions that you will start reading for your students will start on page 5 in the manual. This will be information on them on how to launch the Questar system, also how to log in, and how to use all the tools like the highlighting tool and so forth. After students go through those few pages, they'll be asked to enter the access code that you have been provided. And please just make sure when we're going through these testing manuals that any directions that are verbal should be read verbatim. If students need to take a break during testing, they will need to pause their test. Just please note that their login will be required when resuming the test, so they should still have that login information available for them. If by chance the test is paused for longer than 20 minutes, they will be required to have what is called a proctor password. If this is needed, please contact Tracy Fields in the counseling office and she will be able to provide that information for you. The subject test directions that you guys will start will be on page 14, and they are divided up by your subject area. Just read through it before that testing day. You want to be, as familiar with that as possible. And again, the instructions will need to be read verbatim. If you happen to be administering an accommodated version of the EOC, you will need to refer to page 42 in the administrator manual. Just a few other reminders. Test security. Each subject test you go through will tell you kind of what to do with those testing materials. And also please read through anything that's needed for your test. If there's scratch paper, if there's graph paper, and if you need any of those items, please let us know well before that testing day. Testing environment. Just make sure it's conducive to learning. Your posters are covered up or taken down. Those desks are not close to each other. And after testing as well. If you have any students who, for some reason, do not finish your test during your block, they will need to pause that test and they will go to the library and they will resume that test. If there's any questions that you guys have, please reach out to any of us and we will help and support wherever we need it, however we can. And please check your emails because we will send out information on EOC training. Thank you.